Is your girl PREGO? Okay, y'all, so I'm here with the results. I need to tell y'all what's been going on. So, about 3-4 months ago, like, my period just didn't come, and I was like, hold up, what you talking about? I was like, wait, what, huh? Not me. Not me, not pregnant. Who? AmberCharmayne? No. No, absolutely positively not, right? Yeah, so that's what I was saying. I'm like, no, there's absolutely no way that your girl is PREGO. And you wanna know what? I was right. Ain't no way your girl is PREGO. Throw that out the window. I'm just playing with y'all. I ain't pregnant. Never could or would be. It's like, nah, but no. I ain't about that pregnant life. And you want to know what was really going on when your girl was missing a period? Nexplanon. If y'all want to see, look closer. So there's a little insertion, like little dot, and you can see, it moving around the little rod in there. You see it? It's like right there, and it's moving around. It doesn't hurt to touch it or anything. Yeah, but you can see it. So I got Nexplanon, y'all, but I didn't get it, like all my birth control stuff, I didn't get it to not have no baby. I really think I'm pretty infertile anyway. Don't ask me how I know, but I'm not really sure if I'll be able to have a baby, but that's a whole nother subject, a whole nother topic. But a part of the reason why I may have trouble having kids is because I do have endometriosis. 2 summers ago, so 2016 summer just passed. So last summer before that was 2015 summer. And the beginning of 2015 summer, I had a surgery for endometriosis. They took out some of the growths in there. So it's kind of like you have these growths around your uterus that you're not supposed to have. And I can show y'all pictures and stuff. I'm actually doing a whole separate video on endometriosis with my sister, which is one of the major reasons why I knew I had endometriosis, and endometriosis is hereditary. So we're going to talk about that as well. But let's focus on the Nexplanon though. So I got Nexplanon because of the endometriosis, and I had surgery in 2015 for it. And then, wanted to kind of be more preventative for the endometriosis. So that's why I originally started taking birth control way back when I was like 15 years old. I hadn't even done nothing with nobody. So that tells you right there that birth control was never a reason to not have no baby, but it was a way to prevent the growths with endometriosis. So I was looking into some of the ways to kind of help the endometriosis, kind of die down a little bit or lay low. Because it's not going to die down until you actually go through menopause. As long as you have a period, you will have endometriosis pretty much. So I was talking to the doctor that did my surgery, and she said that you can induce menopause, and that's what we were going to do. We had already ordered it. It was free because I had CareSource, which I call CareSource and Medicaid, all that type of stuff. I call that poor people's insurance. So I was on the poor people's insurance, CareSource, and it was free, but it was a whole lot of complicated stuff as to why I couldn't actually go forward with it. And plus, they sent something in the mail, and the little thing said as not complications, what do they call it? Like those disclaimers of what could happen if you do that type of medicine or surgery or whatever. One of the symptoms was your bone marrow would get thinner or decay or something. And I'm like, look how small I am. I don't need my bones decaying. What? And I don't think your bones decaying is freaking reversible. You got me messed up. I was looking at the piece of paper hold up, wait a minute. The doctor ain't tell me that. She told me some other stuff, but she ain't tell me nothing about my bones though. We don't play about the bones, okay? Absolutely positively not. So I was like, let's chill on that. So then I was like going to get checked up on all this other stuff when I was in Columbus. I wasn't in school anymore. And as far as birth control, the top one is Nexplanon. So I was like, okay, I'll do Nexplanon. So I got it put in my arm maybe around like, let's see, September, October. I got it put in, and I was supposed to start my period soon after I got it put in, and my period just like didn't come. So I'm like, okay, that's what's up. So I'm like, okay. But also, I mean, I was just like, anytime, even if you're really not doing nothing, I feel like if your period doesn't come, you either think you're pregnant or you think something is wrong. Like, you're gonna think something. So I'm sitting here like, I know there ain't no way that I'm even pregnant, because first of all, I haven't really been doing that with nobody, so ain't no way I'm pregnant, right? So, but I'm like, sometimes your period can, what is it called? Your period can keep going, and then maybe like eventually you'll see a change. And you know, some people be having like periods the whole time they pregnant. So I was like, what is happening here? But it's just the Nexplanon causing me not to have a period. So I didn't have a period when I was supposed to. Then finally, like maybe like 2 weeks, my period came 2 or 3 weeks late. And so then I had my period, my first period with the Nexplanon. So my period actually lasted 2 weeks. And then it stopped. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. Because one of the things you hear about Nexplanon is that your period will last forever. And like my best friend told me that your period will last forever. It's not like it's going to be heavy or anything like that. It's just enough to where you need to have, you know, something down there to protect your underwear and your clothes, you know? So I'm like, okay, cool. It only lasted 2 weeks, like a week longer. I'm cool with that. I could live, right? Okay, so my sister showed up because we're supposed to be going to the store. So she's just gonna be here in the video. And to start back where I left off, so, you know, I started my period. It lasted for like 2 weeks. I'm talking about the Nexplanon.
What's the next?
The Nexplanon.
Oh.
So for 2 weeks I was on my period. Then it stopped and I was like, okay, that's fine. Then I got my hair done by my sister, my little sister, on October 10. I do believe that's the day I started my period. So from October 10 till today, I have been on my period. Like, I want to die. I want to die. Absolutely just want to shoot myself in the face. But I'm going to try and see when this actually ends, and then see what happens the next time. Because maybe my first period, since it was so soon after getting the Nexplanon, my body didn't like register, like wasn't registering it, but it knew something was happening. And now it like fully knows the Nexplanon is up in there, so maybe that's why it's acting super crazy. So I'm gonna see what happens the next time, and hopefully it doesn't last. Like, what is it? It's been like almost 2 months.
Have you tried ibuprofen?
No. And I took ibuprofen that one time I was at your house and had a headache, and I mean, nothing happened. I kind of feel like it's dying down. Like, I'm hoping it's about to stop. But who knows? And so then also, because it's lasting 2 months straight every single day, it's not like there's been any type of break. I like had to spend more money on pads, tampons, panty liners. I had to take out my trash more. I don't got time for this. Like, this is not what I need in my life. This was supposed to make my life easier, not harder. So, and then I feel like, also my actual like pains from having endometriosis, like when I would have my period, and like the first 2 days it would be really, really bad. And I would just like, you know, pop 3 ibuprofens every like 4 hours, you know, and that would be all that's to it. And then like the last, like typically my period only lasts like 4 or 5, like 3 or 4 days. And then everything would be all good. And I just move on with my life. And throughout like my period, I would have like maybe a couple of sharp pains where I couldn't move and I had to wait for it to go away. But now I feel like the sharp pains aren't as sharp or all the time, like as frequent as they were before, but I feel like my stomach is kind of just like hurting in general. So maybe that's like what normal period is supposed to be like, but I don't like that. Like, I feel like I could deal with the sharp pains and the 2 days of pain for the rest of it to be normal. But it's like now it's like not like every day, because my period's been every day, but like when it first was supposed to start, it actually would like hurt. And off and on, my stomach kind of hurts. And then I'm like, I feel like I was better off with my little sharp pains the first 2 days and then it'd be over. Now it's like lingering and stuff. I don't need that in my life either. So I'm ready for this to regulate. But also my best friend told me that, you know, she'll have some times where her period is like on forever, but then it'll also be off forever as well. So I'm trying to get to the off forever. That's what I'm trying to get to. Because this is not fun and it's costing me too much money as well. I don't got time for that. So like used to like my like tampons, all that type of stuff, it would last me like 2-3 months. Now it's gone in like 2-3 weeks a month. I don't got time for that. So that's what's been going on with the Nexplanon, and that's where I'm at right now. So my period is still on and I'm still irritated and I still want to die. So that's what's happening, but I'll definitely give y'all an update when something changes and let y'all know what's happening. And also, I mean, I don't want to get off of it because it is the best form of birth control, and that's what I need to help my endometriosis not be so bad. So I don't want to get off of it, but it's just like, I don't know. And I don't want to have nothing stuck up in my vagina either, because that's the other options, is putting something up in your vagina. And my oldest sister, so her oldest sister, not like she acts like she has an older sister or anything, but our oldest sister, she has the thing stuck up in her vagina, and she said she had it like for 10 years. Of course, you know, in that time frame she had to get another insert. So she thinks that's fine. Obviously she hasn't had any kids and she had to end because she's actually married and has 3 kids already, so she probably actually has it to not have any more babies. But it's been working fine. She ain't had no babies. She says she thinks it's fine, blah blah blah, but I don't know about having something up. All this stuff in general, I don't even think is natural. Like, I think you're supposed to have your period. Your body needs to have its period to be healthy and regulate itself. I don't think any of this is healthy. I'm only doing it because I also don't want to have growths on my freaking uterus, and I would like to have a baby eventually. So I have to do something. So yeah, but I'll have a separate video on endometriosis in itself, and it will be featuring my dearest sister. So I'll go ahead and say bye to y'all. Make sure y'all thumbs up and like, comment, subscribe, all that. And thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time.
Bye-bye.